Hello, this is Eric of Sparky Studio and welcome to my review of the NEEWER RGB1200. Now why this one? Because it's affordable enough, but yet of course expensive enough to be professional level for recording and making movies. The light output had to be powerful enough to stay out of frame, but of course it also had to be versatile enough that I could control at a distance, and we can do that with this. If you're wondering about the softbox options for this light, I already have the video pinned in comments and in the description, not made live when this video is live for you to view. So check that out if you want to see these, preferably after you check out this review. Sadly at this time, only the dual light package includes the light stand. However, if I got that package, I wouldn't have this. Air cushion light stand. Cool stuff. The stand that's included with this normally as a package is 6.5 feet or 2 meters. And I got one that is 3 meters or 9.8 feet, depending if you are US, Canada, or anywhere else in the world for your measurements. Now let's get started. Sparky Studio. Yeah. Looking at the back end, we can see two separate battery compartments. We have a battery or plug-in adapter. We have settings for brightness and color tone and special effects settings through here. So we can do that, as well as a power adapter. Let's look at that power adapter. This is the power brick included with this light, and fully extended is 16 feet or 4.88 meters in length. Though many of you that are going to be using this in a professional environment, you're going to be using the diffuser and you're going to be using batteries. One lovely thing is we only need one battery at a time. So I can just simply put it in, set it to battery, and then of course set my light output and everything. And by the way, there is no flashing. That is the camera's fault. Not visually seeing this at all because my shutter speed is set so high. I didn't lock that down. I am sorry. Look at the back end. We can change my color temperature. We can change it more blue, or we can change it more yellow to give you more that tungsten look. Whatever you are looking for in terms of style and creativity. As for brightness, we have 0%, which is basically off, and we can turn it back up to whatever percentage we need. Of course, giving more batteries will give you longer lifespan for this bright light. And you're not truly seeing how bright this light truly gets because I have the camera not locked down for brightness. At about 2 hours with 10,000 milliamp hour batteries, I found it was about 2 something hours of lifespan. Put two of them in at 50%, which is quite bright by the way. I did install in the house while leaving this on. I can get a good 5 hours at 50% with two 10,000 milliamp hour batteries. Now let's change out from CCT to mode button and let's see what happens. And if I turn this knob, the colors are going to change. We're simply cycling through manually. There's an app for this, which luckily makes it a lot simpler just to simply slide over and choose whatever color we want or whatever special effect we want. All in real time. Lovely, including our brightness. A lot easier than going to the back of this, but this allows you to dial in exactly what you want, notch by notch. Press one more time and we are now on police effect. We have this other one. I don't know what they are offhand, sorry. But at least we can see what it has. Some of these don't seem that much different. It all depends which setting we have. Oh, this is different. We also have, of course, that lightning effect, which I'm hoping to see here soon. So many different ones. Wait, there it is, I think. Either that or it's a broken light. And there's one that reacts to sounds as well. Ooh, wow. Sorry if you have, let's get out there, seizure warning for that one. But yeah, we can see there's so many different ones that I don't want to bore you going through. Well, that's crazy. Going through these all. And we're just about to where we started. There's our police light again. And let's press mode again, and we are back to CCT, where we can change the color of the white or yellow as well, based on our Kelvin color. Now the one thing that's cool about this is the barn doors. So we get more view or less view. I can also close it pretty much right up as well. Now our switch on our back allows us to change from battery in order to go to wall plug. Then I just flick that over and now of course the light is off. If we intend to release our battery, we press that red button here and we are going to slide it off, and just like so. And those batteries are also from NEEWER. Now how about that diffuser? Here we have a diffuser. I took the plastic off of it and now we're going to slide it in. You notice it's not locked in yet. Little tabs here on the top end, and then we pull this little lever and now it's locked in. Simple as that. And the diffuser of course allows us to spread the light better so the beads of light are not showing. When setting this up on the stand, you may wonder, how do you change it so it's facing downwards? This is not the normal included stand. Normally wouldn't have two holes here, but we do have holes right here. And now let's take this off. So I'm going to loosen this off decently because it's going to want to catch. I might struggle a bit. To reduce the difficulty of showing this on camera, I move this wing nut here out of the way. I now place it up. Toss it over the hole. Tighten my wing nut. Now I'm going to apply my batteries. Oh, and if I want to adjust this, I can still do it. So if I want an angle like this, here we go. Nice and simple. Apply my batteries. I got two of them. And now I'm going to turn this light on and voila, it's magic. And to find the NEEWER app through the Google Play Store, I simply look up NEEWER Light app as we see here. Connecting to Bluetooth. Now this is one that's going to be hard for me to explain since I'm already connected. I didn't have to read the instructions, but for everyone else, we're going to turn the device power on. Next, you'll see down here, there's a symbol here. One says what they say is infinity and 2.4 gigahertz. And when you switch over, you'll also see there's a channel mode, so you can set the channel for your light for multiple controls of different lights. And there we go. And how to change a channel is in the manual you see right in front of you, directly for the manual for this RGB1200 light. To make it easier to understand how to add this lamp, you're going to enable Bluetooth on your phone. Make sure that's on. Next, we're going to go to the NEEWER app, which I deleted the device. As we can see, it's no longer there. You go to that little plus sign on the bottom. It's going to search for it. And almost immediately it showed up right there. I'm going to click there and I'm going to click OK. And it's automatically going to add it. It says click OK there. So let's see if I can do that right now. Okay, there we go. And there's our application. Let's touch this. Now let's say if I want to change my color spectrum, I can do so with the sliders, and we can see the color is supposed to be right up here. Really nice and simple. And this way you can view what mix is going to make what color. When it comes to RGB, HSI menu is a lot more useful because I can choose whatever brightness I want with the slider and choose whatever color I want rather than being limited to red, green, blue, and change the brightness of that red, green, blue manually, where I can just choose this and slide up all the way at whatever color I want. On this screen, I now have my special effects and I can scroll through them. What if I want to go to music? Right now I have it set to music at 50% brightness. We can see there's view all, so I can view all the effects, and it's really hard, when I'm on the camera to see that, so I'll click that now. And I can see all the different effects. Let's see if I can go to my fire. Candlelight. This is candlelight right now. All through my menu. And now I can go to music as well, and going to music specifically, I have to authorize everything. So I'm going to do that. And that is music mode. Today. Slight delay. Today. Yeah. As I choose these different lights, I can see that the color changes on right here. The brightness is going to stay the same since I chose that particular brightness. Makes it very easy to scroll through everything. There we go. So if I want to change the different light sources, it'll detect the color temperature of exactly where I'm focusing. Most of the lights in here are 5600K, so that's where it's going to hover around until I choose something that's way different for light source. Right now I have a fog machine that I'm going to be reviewing on Spark eTech. This is Spark eStudio. I have a tiny bit of the fog in here, but lighting is enhanced, and you can see more of the lighting on this camera when you have a fog machine, including this lighting. So if I change this to a different color, in fact I should do that right now. I'm going to use the app and choose a color. I don't know which color yet because I need to figure it out. Going to go to my RGB setting. No, that's not what I want. RGB. And let's not make this green. We're going to make this blue. There we go. No, I don't want blue. Let's make this weird violet color. Why not? Because we can. Now, if I want to change the colors of the light, not just below me, but beside me, it definitely enhances things. And as the fog, let's go to disco. And now we can see the disco in the fog a little bit more. Let's add a little bit more fog. And we change the color light again. And let's change that again. Whew. White. Blue. And let's change the light below me to blue as well. So now we should have a blue fest in this place. It adds a total different dynamic to your lighting. This is a little too much fog, but normally if I use this outside, I could have fog coming in and have the light shining. So this gives us a dynamic of color. And I can also put the red below. Either way, I have too much fog. This is going off. Question is, would I recommend the RGB1200? Yes, I would recommend it, though you got to be careful if you plan to get a softbox for it because they're not all created equal. In fact, I'll be making that review. You can see a little preview right here of me installing it, how to install, the weaknesses and strength, and I have two of them. Yes, two of them, so you can figure out which one is the better one to get. For the stand itself, this particular one is not the one that comes included with this. I wanted that nice air cushion, so it works nice. I actually didn't know when I purchased that it didn't include the stand for this particular one. The dual package includes the light stands for two of them. And the light cushion stops it from dropping down and smashing right down when you drop it. So it gives that nice flow. Now, if the legs are the same on this one as the included one, when folded fully closed, it's kind of hard to get out. You'll have to pull the legs. I had to put this on the ground in order to adjust this because it's easier to deal with all the legs. Once it starts closing, it's easy. Now to pull it out, you can't just pull one leg out. You gotta get them out just a bit, and then you can open them up, and then I recommend putting it on the ground. The blue had nice saturation at lower brightness, but when it went up to max, it's more like they shone more white light within the blue light to make it look brighter, but the saturation actually went down on the blue light. There's no hum or buzz from this, no fan noise, excellent there, but there are things to be concerned with. If you bump this, or it's windy, we could possibly get a little bit of flapping noise. Wait a minute, do I see a diffuser, Eric? Yes, you see a diffuser is here. Removing the small standoffs also gives no option for removing this here. Thanks for watching and have yourselves a most wonderful day. And for those that didn't catch it, I paid for this myself. I paid for this myself. I paid for the matte boxes myself. I paid for all the newer products I've ever reviewed on the channel, including the battery with USB, yes. And I have an NPF plate, the newer one, but I'm going to be doing a roundup of 7 different plates to figure out which one is the best. So far, the newer NPF plate has been the best for showing proper battery life.